The term chemtrails always pops up online and has trended on sunny mornings for the past few years. But what are these chemtrails? How is it affecting humans? When you look up at the clear blue sky, you might find puffy white trails behind aeroplanes. These white trails are usually made up mostly of water and are called contrails or vapor trails. But is it really what they claim it to be, or is there something fishy going on? A number of people falsely believe that chemtrails are evidence of something sinister going on. They claim them to be malign forces that are being sprayed on the population with dangerous chemicals, also called chemtrails for purposes that are neither entirely clear nor consistent. The idea that governments or shadowy forces are routinely spraying the planet with chemicals from scheduled passenger flights took hold in the 1990s. Dr. Bill Deagle had this to say about chemtrails, weather modification, and mind control technologies. He said that barium salts are present in chemtrails, and they are 10,000 times more toxic to your nervous system than lead. They contain microbacteria, viruses, and human plasma. However, this is not by conjecture. A lot of research has been done, and the only relevant point here is that chemtrails are nasty. There are mainly 3 reasons for chemtrails. He talked to his NSA buddies at Fort Carson-Peterson Air Force Base at Buckley, where he was their doctor taking care of pilots who were flying and spraying the chemtrails. He claimed that he is a whistleblower from the inside. 95% of his NSA buddies told that chemtrails were real. However, the government claimed that they were trying to spray these into the atmosphere to reflect the sun out so as to stop global warming. He added that most of the people are dumb enough to believe this garbage spewed by the government. According to Deagle, after thorough investigation, solid evidence was found that claimed Morgellons disease to be caused by a silicone-based nanomachine life form that does not originate on planet Earth. He said that it is a silicone-based life form which has intelligent like ants and bees. It has the ability to fight back. Conversion of the atmosphere into plasma for weather modification, geotectonic warfare, skater mind control technologies, the woodpecker, which has been discovered back in the 70s, point towards the Tetra system in the UK, Gwen towers in the US, which was a communication system established in the late 1980s, designed to transmit critical emergency action messages to the United States nuclear forces, Iridium satellite system connected to the cell towers, and the smart highways were all based on not only sending out a signal to track you, but Nokia, which was one of the leading cell company, was said to have figured out a new way to cut down the need to increase the amount of signal by 3 to 5 times as many cell phones in the same signal area by beaming the signal directly toward a person, which can also have a bio-coded signal to your DNA to affect your physiology and insert thoughts into your mind. Initially, believers claimed sprays containing a toxic metal, barium, were being used to either pacify or reduce populations. However, this idea has evolved along the way, which means that today there are several strands of the chemical theory. In recent years, followers have expanded their accusations, claiming that the chemtrails are being used to spread COVID-19, distribute vaccines, initiate mind control, and reduce the population or vaguely promote a new world order. Some followers also suggest putting a bowl of white vinegar outside, saying that this clears chemtrailed skies. It's difficult to differentiate whether this whole thing is a big fat joke or something that should be taken seriously. The chemtrail social media groups often contain anti-vaccine posts and promote climate change denialism, feeding off an increase in conspiracy thinking during the COVID-19 pandemic. These people also think that the governments control the weather. But what is the actual truth? Is there any genuineness in these people's claims? The chemtrails idea comes with a kernel of truth. It's true that in the 1950s and 1960s, decades before the conspiracy theories were born, much of Britain was sprayed with airborne chemicals in a series of secret germ warfare tests. Something similar happened in 1950, where San Francisco was sprayed with a chemical agent from a ship to gauge the effects of a bioweapon attack on a populated area. Chemtrails conspiracy theorists point to such experiments to bolster their cause. Though these claims have no evidential basis, just like other conspiracy theories, Chemical enthusiasts latch onto any news they can hold onto and try to push their agenda. What do you think of this? Are chemtrails real? Is the government spraying us with chemicals without our consent? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.